everyone, the honorable adjudicators, timekeeper, my opponent, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, I would like to thank you for your attention. My name is SONYA YOLANDA HALAWA TAMBA and I'm from SMA Negeri 1 BABALAN. Today, I will discuss and provide arguments regarding today's motion. The motion is, this house would arrange students in classrooms based on their intelligence and academic performance rather than on their age. But first of all, I will give a definition from the motion. The first keyword is students. Student is a term for someone or some people who study at school, tutoring, or other place to gain knowledge. The second keyword is classroom. Classroom is a place for learning that students usually use. And the last keyword is intelligence and academic. The meaning of intelligence and academic is the ability to think, understand, or accept something, such a lesson. Or in other words, intelligence and academic is a measure of the child's ability. School is a place to study. Since childhood, we have been put in school so we can study well. Many people think that with school, someone can be smart. In fact, many parents send their children to elementary school even though they're not all enough. As happened in our country, school children are grouped by age. In Indonesia, everyone is obligated to attend 9 years of school or of education, starting from elementary school to senior high school and are grouped by age. Many people think if schools are grouped by age, it will be better and can make students smarter. If schools are grouped student by age, the students will be easier to develop according to their age and will more easily accept the lesson that will given from the teachers. Whereas, grouping students by age does not guarantee that the student will become smart. For example, when students who have more potential in mathematics are combined with students who are weak in that field, it will be a boomerang for both parties. The teacher will definitely explain again to students who don't understand, while for students who already understand it, will be difficult to develop into the next lessons. As a result, students become bored and their interest in learning decreases. So, based on the reality, I totally agree with this motion so that we must support it because the change that occur can bring a good news to students. Why can I say like that? Because I have some arguments. I have 3 arguments. The first point is, this method will make it easier for teachers to teach according to student needs. The second point is, can improve competitiveness among students. And the third point is, make it easier for students to find work. And I will explain it one by one. Okay. The first one is, this method will make it easier for teachers to teach according to students' needs. When a group of students who have the same intelligence and academic are combined, it will make it easier for teachers to provide learning material. The teacher no longer has to repeat the material described again because the student's ability to respond the lesson is same. This method will also provide maximum service to students from the school. For example, when a group of children who have the same intelligence and interest in sewing are combined, it will be easy for school to provide the facilities needed, such as sewing tools, fabrics, threads, and so on. The second one is, can improve competitiveness among students. When students who have the same intelligence and academic are combined, it will create a sense of competition in achievement among students. Students also know more about their strengths and weakness in accepting the lessons that will given by the teacher, so they can improve the way they learn. And the third one is make it easier for students to find work or jobs. If since childhood students have been directed and focused on their intelligence and academic, then when looking for work later, students will know where to place their position and look for jobs that match their abilities so that they're more able to master the job. So, based on my arguments, I think to make it happen is to do a test. For example, like IQ test, aptitude test, interest test, or ability test. To carry out the test, the school will cooperate with psychological test service providers to determine the level of intelligence and academic of children to their interests and talents. The school will also consult with parents about what their children like. For example, when since childhood their child has had an interest in painting, then the child will be combined into a painting class with other class to have the same interest. That way, it will be easier for schools to know the abilities, interests, or intelligence of students and more be easier when grouping them. So, based on all my arguments and solution, I totally agree with this motion because this way will make it easier for teachers to teach according to students' needs so that students can improve their competitiveness and make it easier for students when they are looking for work. I think that's enough from me. I'm sorry if I make some mistake. Yeah, thank you. Good morning.